Hi and welcome back. My name is Freems and I play eveonline since 2017. Today part 4 of my eveonline tutorial for beginning capsuleers. I will explain how you can change your overview window to a more interesting and practical view. If you like my content, then please go ahead and press and like that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Let's get started. So before we can change the overview, let's go ahead and look how it's looking now. Therefore, we need to dock out of the station, and here on the right you can see how it is looking right now. Try to be a little bit more visible like so. So by default, eveonline gives us an overview window with 3 tabs. In my previous video I already explained what these 3 tabs are doing. Now, like I also mentioned in my previous video, is that whenever you're in a very busy system, like for example Cheetah, the general window usually has much of clutter, and this can be annoying. Now, there are a couple of things which you can do. First of all, you can click this plus button to add a new tab, give it a name, it's okay, and then you will need to start making your own filters, etc. Now, how can you do this? By clicking on Box just before the overview word, and then click on Open Overview Settings. In the Overview tabs, you can see here that we just created a new tab. Here you can select whatever you want to see in this tab overview. For example, let's call it loot, and we want to see all the loot. And whenever you click here now, the loot, and there is loot in your neighborhood, it will show up here. This is how you can modify your tabs, create a couple of others. For example, do we have here drones? Okay. Oops, drones. This will show all the drones in your neighborhood. PvP. Why isn't it selecting it? Maybe I need to put a name first. PvP. So, and you see all the ships that are in the neighborhood who could be possibly trying to kill you. Now, this is very basic. You can play around with this. This is really cool. But the community also created a lot of these overview settings, and they are really nice. The one that I'm using, and what I would recommend to beginning capsuleers to use as well, is really easy to install. First of all, what I would like to tell you is, and this is really important, is you can make a backup of these settings. So whenever you already played around with this, before we go to the next steps, hit the miscellaneous tab, and here you can click on export overview settings. Make sure you check all of them and give it a name. For example, backup, and you can give it a date. For example, today it's the 26th of August 2022 in my case. I'm not sure if you can use spaces, so I'm going to put a dash, and then I'm going to hit the export button. It will show you where it will be placing this backup file, so for later reference or to import it again. So the necessary step you need to do before we continue is reset all the overview settings. So I'm going to click this. It will ask you, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, we are. And you see that it is back to default. 3 tabs with mining, warp 2 and general. Now I want to quickly show you we did an export. We can also do import, and here you see all the backups that you created. So whenever you want to have the latest one back, because you maybe deleted something by mistake, you click import, you will see that all those tabs reappeared. So I'm going to reset them again. Click yes. It is resetted. This is a mandatory step before you can continue with what I am explaining right now. You need to reset all the settings. Okay, now what's the next step? Here in the chat window, you need to click on this little plus icon to open a window called chat channels. In the channel window, there you need to type, and let me quickly check it. Yes, it was this one. I was checking my notes. Just type Explorers Overview and hit the join. You will see attempting to join a channel, and it will open again a new window. These chat channels you can close, and this new window, larger, it comes with some information about what we are going to do. But more important is, here we have 3 clickable links. This means that the Signal Cartel, they created a nice overview made explicitly for exploring, but we can adapt it and use it for all kind of missions, and this is what we are going to do. So first of all, let's click the version 1 of 3, click yes, 2 of 3, click yes, 3 of 3, click yes. And now you see that this window has changed, right? For now, we can close this or minimize this window. Oops. Oops. So now you see there is travel, there is exploration, there is combat, everything else. Everything else is really everything else, nothing filtered. We're going to change a little bit these windows. So go back to your overview settings. If you already closed it by mistake, just click the cake box, open overview settings, it will reopen it. Click on overview tabs, and here you see what they did. So you can use a little bit of HTML to play a little bit with colors and font size, font weight, etc. So okay, the first step what we want is travel. You always need to travel. Make it your first step. That's okay, that's fine. Depending on what you're doing, exploration can be there on the second tab, or what you can do is move combat to the second tab, or if you are a miner, put mining on the second tab. It depends. You can just copy paste. Unfortunately, and this is something maybe what a good feature request would be, is that you can click and drag them around. But this is not possible right now. So, okay, travel, exploration, that's fine. Combat, that's fine. This everything else, that's good, but I'm going to move it for now to the very end. And here in the overview preset, let's find back everything else. So here, literally everything. So, okay, that's the last one. Let's copy and paste this one. And instead of exploration, let's call this mining, or maybe caps mining. And here we are going to choose mining. What else do we have? Combat and drones. I'm going to change combat to combat and drones. That's better. And we should see more in this view. Okay. Loot. That's also a very interesting one. So we're going to paste this again. Rename it to loot. Oh, let's make it capped again. Loot. What else do we have? Mining, travel. GTFO. It's get the fuck out. But I want to have it on the tab right before everything else. Get the fuck out. And then friends. That's a good idea. Friends. Oh, forgot to paste. FO. This one was friends. Like so. And we are going to choose here friends. So now you see that we have a bit more interesting overview. We do some exploration, we see everything here. You have a combat view, view. You have a mining view, whatever loot is in your neighborhood, all your friends, escape locations, and everything. This is more interesting. But we have a very small issue. I learned you to make it smaller. Now it's not readable anymore. So what you can also do, and I will paste a link in the description, is to work with symbols. So instead of typing the text, you could use a symbol. So what can we use for travel? For example, an airplane. So I copied an airplane. And I'm going to paste it. And whenever I hit the tab or I select another selection box or whatever, you see that text has changed to an icon. Okay, let's find one for exploration. Exploration. It could be a world or sun. Yeah, let's go for the sun for now. I'm going to copy it, find the text, delete the text, paste the icon, Evola. We have a nice sunny icon. You can change the color as well. I will also paste down below in the description a link where you can find all the colors that that you can use within eveonline. But right now I'm going to leave the colors as is. For combat, let's make this is a nice one. So a small skull. Maybe it's not that visible. Try if I can find something else. The radiation, maybe? Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, then we have mining. Mining, let me see, can I use for that? There's nothing like a diamond here. Yes, I can use this. This is diamond-ish. So, then for loot. Loot is something we destroyed. Yeah, that skull would be nice as well, actually. No. Ah, yeah, I have an idea. We could use, I don't know how it will show up. Let me try. For loot. Yep. Friends. Friends, let's use a little heart. Because we all love our friends, right? The get the fuck out. Yeah, let's do this one. So a small lightning icon. Oh, that doesn't work. We find another one. Maybe something with an arrow. Oh, I found a better one for the mining. I'm going to change that in the meantime. Yep. Yeah. What are we going to take? I was looking for something with an arrow. Okay, now I will just take or grab one to not waste and so much time for you. And then everything else, you could leave that, or you can find still an icon for that. Maybe I will leave that up to you. But it is more organized right now. Now here the tag, don't need to see the tag. What I do want to see is distance, how far is the way from me? I would like to see the name and also the type of the ship. And then I also want to see the velocity. So this is good. That is fine by now, for now. So, okay. So what I now did is I created my window like I want to have it. And because I just created it and want to make sure that I have a backup of it, I will create a new backup. And I will call it, for example, frames layout. I will do an export and it is exported. So again, I'm going to repeat reset, export before you reset. Hit yes, it will reset it. Then you can do the steps that we just discussed. Or if you already have a piece that you want or that you like, we create frames layout. I will import it again and you will see immediately that everything is back like we left it before the reset. Now you can close this window and you can start exploring, mining, fighting, or traveling, whatever you want. I hope this was very helpful. If you have any more questions about what we discussed today, or you need some extra help, leave something in the comments down below. I will explain as good and as quick as possible uh, how you can resolve your issue. And if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. In the next video, we will go over uh, some mining or security missions, something like that. And then we will go into real action. All right, thank you for watching. Have a nice rest of your day. See you soon. Bye bye.